Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Racing Dragon 7, an online gaming friend, is in this game. And I'm actually being followed. So I'm going to go over to this traffic circle here, and I am very glad I did. Look what I find. A level 8, a Lamborghini Murcielago. Keep following me, whoever you are. I'm going to turn around on you and eliminate you. So I'll speed this up. I went over to the Horizon Festival site. This is actually going to be Final Arena 16. That is the one that is just west of here. And here is a level 8 King Forza. I believe that is a self-appointed title. And I will speed this head-to-head up. This is very easy head-to-head. 2 level 8s, but that level 8 has a very slow top speed. So I just got over to this finish, and we'll get into a level 9. Let's see what's offered here. Forza is dethroned as I get into a level 9 Fiesta. So I came over this direction away from where the head-to-head completed, and here is another vehicle that is chasing me, so I will go towards the perimeter and turn around on them. This winds up being a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario, and I'm not sure what they were doing. They were going off to the north there, so I don't know if they were trying to avoid me at that point and thought twice about chasing me. I knew to go through this T-shaped intersection in the ravine. It's a clear path through there, and we'll go far to the left. There are boulders on either side of that road there off to the right, and you can't cross there. You either have to go far left or far right, and I will eliminate Centenario, and let's see what is offered here.
Opponent eliminated.
I am actually going to take the Hoonigan RS200. I think this is a better vehicle for the final showdown that typically is off-road. I will jump ahead here. This Rocky crossed my path, so I challenged them. There isn't enough time to complete it, so I'm hoping that they just put themselves out of position, which they do. My online gaming friend Racing Dragon 7 gets into a Hoonigan Group A just before the final showdown. Very good.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the
And
final
this is actually
showdown.
the point I like to leave from. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 16. The range of time to leave is 20 to 23 seconds. I will leave at 22 seconds. Racing Dragon 7 told me after this game he wasn't able to time his exit like I was because he had too much damage on his timeout bar. I exit at 2 seconds with a fair amount of speed, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. I open up the map in the straightaway, and I will pause this and scan over. You see where this finish point is? I've seen this finish point before, and I know to go through the bird-shaped configuration of road pretty much on the right side of that, the right wing of that bird-shaped road configuration. That will put me south of the lava field. So I am angling far right, trying to watch out for some boulders along this route. Buildings on the right there I avoid. I can now see the bird-shaped road configuration. I am right through the head. Now I need to angle over towards the right wing. And it looks like Racing Dragon 7 wound up getting on the highway, trying to gain some speed, make up some ground. But I should be able to win this very easily. Oh, I run into those rocks right before the finish. I let him know afterwards. Good game. And I ran into some rocks right before the finish. I wasn't pausing at the finish. I think that's poor sportsmanship and childish.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
In this game, this is the second to last arena. You can see the final arena wall. It's going to be final arena 2. Driving around the perimeter, trying to catch someone out of position. I do not have a fast enough vehicle to contend in the final showdown, and look what I crossed paths with. A level 10 Lamborghini Centenario with speed. I was at 94 miles per hour when I engaged in a head-to-head with them, and that is going to be enough momentum to get to the finish before they do and take the Lamborghini Centenario. I was actually a bit surprised, but I know the Lamborghini off-road doesn't accelerate very quickly. So I'll go over into the pyramid strip here as I level up, and here's this driver trying to ram me and stop me in my location so they can challenge me. I just got away from them and went on the perimeter, content to use the Lamborghini Centenario in the final showdown. And I am now getting in position, not leaving enough time for anyone to engage or complete a head-to-head. There's actually this intersection that's ahead. The bend in the road directed north is the point I like to lead from right here.
Complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
This driver tries to come over and ram me. Dirty tactic. I just open up my map. You can see on the map this point that I like to lead from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I would have liked to have left a little earlier, but because of these antics of these other drivers, I leave at 19 seconds. So I will be late on my exit by my standards, but I seem to be the only one that is in a level 10 that is also trying to time their exit. So it all will be a moot point. I exit at 1 second. Looks like the finish is northwest of the stadium, so I will just keep it on the road here, and as I get a little closer I will determine whether I want to go through the stadium or around the north side of the stadium. And I can see it's kind of in line of going through the stadium, so I will go through the stadium, a little farther to the left here, avoiding those buildings. I will open up the map and pause this. There is a road configuration between myself and the finish that is roughly shaped like a vase. So I know to go through kind of the top of the vase. This is a clear path through here. You can see the strip of buildings that is on the dirt road that's on the left side of the base. And just make sure you get by on this line. Very easy win in this Lamborghini Centenario that I stole with the level 7 Bronco. Yes!
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
As you can see, there's 12 drivers left. I am in the Aerial Nomad. I'm taking this level 5 Ford Focus RS. It has a higher top speed, accelerates quicker off-road. When I see the southern portion of the arena wall around the solar panels, I know from past experience this will be Final Arena 12. So I was driving around the perimeter trying to find a higher level drop or quite possibly catch someone out of position. I did, but unfortunately they were not the higher level vehicle I was hoping for. It's a level 4 and I beat them very easily, and it offers me the level 6 Aerial Nomad, which I got out of to get into this Ford Focus RS, so I will decline that and I will jump ahead. It is almost time for the final showdown. The arena is shrinking. There isn't enough time to complete a head-to-head, and I thought this was a lower level vehicle. When I saw red, they engage in a head-to-head they cannot complete, so I'm just going to stay here and go north and try and influence the finish. So it's just as well that they went on their merry way. And I actually did not time this very well. I like to try and exit around 2 or 3 seconds. And as you'll see, I am extremely late. I was also undecided. Do I want to head northwest or north? And in that late indecision, that caused me to be late. And when the finish point appears, it is north, to my surprise. So even though I didn't exit it 2 or 3 seconds or even 1 second, I was successful at influencing the finish. So get over on the road here and follow this road for a short period and then angle over towards this finish. I know I have to go off-road. Following the road will put me too far out of position. And I know from past experience there are some rolling hills I have to get over through here. And I will angle slightly farther over to the left. Avoid that kind of steeper incline that was off to the right. And let's get on the road that's ahead and follow that over to the finish. Come on, some more rolling hills. Alright, I see the road ahead here. Let's get on it. And I should be able to win this very easily. I know some people are very angry when someone influences the finish. I call it influence. I think every single finish is influenced. That depending on what direction you head determines what direction the finish will be. That they are all influenced. I also understand the frustration that when you work hard, you get into the fastest possible vehicle, a level 10, and then someone does this and you lose your anger. I've been on that end before.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
I had 2 head-to-heads, a level 4 against a level 4, a level 5 against a level 5. Here I am. 6 Chola against a level 5 Focus RS. And this is actually going to be Final Arena 17 in the Northwest in the Baja. So I just need to get over to this finish and I will jump ahead. This was a very easy win. They wound up going over the sand dunes far too early, so I followed the coast and then angled over to this finish. Thought about going into the festival site, glancing at that drop, but I figured I would put myself in harm's way and got into this great Mercedes AMG GT. I will jump ahead. Someone gets into a level 10 Funko, and I wasn't able to engage in any other head-to-head, so I am using this AMG GT, and I am going to go down the coast. And as it turns out, the other drivers in this final showdown are also going that direction. You can see on the map where I am at for Arena 17. Typically, I would go southeast, where that yellow star is, and that's the range of time from that point. But from this point, I will leave it 24 seconds. It appears as though I am the only one trying to time their exit, and I will slow this down. That was a level 10. Here's another level 10, and then a level 8 Nissan GTR. And I timed my exit perfectly at 3 seconds. Surprise, the finish is down the coast, so I just need to keep it on the road. And it looks like two of the drivers wound up going off-road, trying to take more of a direct route, but I think they're going to lose some speed there. So hopefully that was the level 10s that won't be able to catch me. And as I get closer, I've seen this finish point before. It is just over the left edge of this hill, so I will kind of go mostly around it and then angle over to this finish. I should have angled farther over and run right into this wall, as do the other two that are just behind me, and I get the win in. Yes, what a great win.
Welcome to the Illuminati!
This was earlier in the game. 32 drivers left. I am around the Horizon Mexico Festival site and engage in a head-to-head with this level 3 Porsche Macan. Being in the Exo set, this was a very easy win, so I will just jump to where I am crossing the finish. I wind up in the great Mercedes AMG GT. This is actually one of my favorite cars in the game. It has more of a level 9 top speed. I open up the map and I will pause this here. You see where the arena walls touch in the southeast, that short dirt road near Atlantis Atula? That is a clue. It will be Final Arena 8. So knowing that, I went away from the progression of the game. I'm heading over towards Muleg. Yes, I'm aware I mispronounce it. And I just was going to wait over here until the arena shrank and then see if quite possibly a higher level drop appeared, or I can catch someone out of position and engage in a head-to-head. And neither of those two things happened. I was around a level 9 Jeep Trackhawk that was chasing me. It was a bit of a cat and mouse. I evaded them. So here I am around Atlantis to Tula, and this vehicle is also chasing me, and I am going to lead them away and turn around on them just before the arena is shrinking for the final arena, and it winds up being a level 8 Lamborghini Murcielago, and there is enough time to complete this head-to-head, so I will wind up in a near level 10 speed Lamborghini Murcielago just before the final showdown.
Opponent eliminated! Head-to-head's complete! Get ready for the final showdown!
Normally I leave just this side of the intersection that's ahead, but engaging in a late head-to-head, I do not have enough time to get there, and I will pause this here. Final showdown in 20 seconds. This is Arena 8. Normally I leave where that yellow star is from 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave from here at 17 seconds and hopefully get close to 2 or 3 seconds on my exit. Let's see how I do here. This Audi RS6 seems to be heading east like they are trying to influence the finish. I did very well scrambling and exited 2 seconds with 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And when the finish point appears, it is northeast, actually maybe a little more east than north. So that is a Brocky that was off to the right there. I see where I'm at on the map here, so I'm going to try and use this bridge to cross the stream that's ahead. It has a steep bank on either side of this bridge. If you don't get right across it, it'll slow you down, and it looks like that's exactly what's happened to the Brocky. So I wind up passing them and gain first place. Then they pass me, go into the trees. I'm going to go wide right of these trees, and as I get over this ridge here, I need to get through these trees as well, and I can see there seems to be a clearing farther to the right. So let's see if I can get around this, in between these trees, and now I can see the finish is on this road. I did well, not hitting a single tree in this final showdown, and we get the win. Yes, all right.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I'll show you a bit more of this game. This wound up being a really crazy one. So this vehicle just took that level 6 Porsche 959 and they started turning the other direction, which tells me they knew the direction where the final arena would be, hence the head-to-head would lead. I did not. I'm heading the opposite direction, so now I'm scrambling to try and get back into this. I'm not going to quit though, because if I can get a clean run through here, I quite possibly can beat them. It's unlikely with the distance that they have between us, but I am not giving up. So I will go around the left of the traffic circle, kind of similar route that they took. Looks like they might have hit those buildings back there. So now I am just kind of freestyling, taking a straight line. It looks like the finish is over in Ekbalum, or very close to. So let's see how I do here. So far so good. I'm in first place, surprisingly. And then I hit this tree, and the finish is right there. So I thought they were just going to cross it, but they hit a tree. I clear this pyramid and get to the finish just before they do. Wow. There's a good case for don't ever give up. Don't quit out of anger.
Opponent eliminated.
And of course, I'm taking the level 6 Porsche 959, and I had a level 2 that was chasing me, a level 2 escort, and I open up the map just before the finish. You see where the tightly knit dirt roads, the swamp, are within the arena, close to where the arena walls touch? That's a clue. It will be Final Arena 6. So I cross the finish, get into a level 7. Doesn't show their gamer tag because they were so far away. Get into a Jeep Trailcat, and I will jump ahead again. I had this vehicle chasing me, and I find a level 7 Mercedes AMG GT, and they're right behind me in the slow Porsche Cayenne. And this head-to-head is almost identical to the previous head-to-head that I was just in, and I'll speed it up so you can see this route that I took. And the finish point is just slightly different, but other than that, it's almost identical head-to-head. So good for future reference if I go back around Ekballam and engage in a head-to-head, and it's Final Arena 6. This is the route to take. I wound up staying in the Mercedes AMG GT because it offered me the slower RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, and I wound up going on the perimeter, and I will jump ahead. I had a phone call.
Hello?
And I thought I was safe over here, parked away from everyone, and here comes this level 4 BMW with momentum that challenges me. Fortunately, I set my phone down, I wasn't engaged, and I will jump ahead where I got over to the finish before they did. Disaster narrowly averted. And of course it's going to keep offering me the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, so I will decline that again.
Opponent eliminated.
So I just parked on the perimeter and am now getting in position for the final showdown. And this is the crazy part here. This car challenges me to a head-to-head right at the exact second that head-to-heads are canceled. And when that happens, I am stuck in this head-to-head game glitch. So this is the point I like to leave from. This is Arena 6. The range of time to leave is 18 to 20 seconds. I will leave at 21 seconds, and let's see if I can pull off a miracle here and win during the head-to-head game glitch. Let's do this. The Nissan GTR is going over to the finish of the head-to-head. They are not trying to time their exit, so they are unaware that this game is glitching, and they're going to try and complete a head-to-head you can't complete. I'm in position 2 of 2. I exit at 1 second. It's actually closer to 1.5 seconds, but because the timeout isn't counting down. And here we go. I can't see the finish when I open up the map, and I'll scroll looking for it. The last time I had a game glitch, it at least showed it on the map, not in view. So I am literally flying blind here. There's no way to know where the finish pin is other than just the direction. So it looks like it's in Copper Canyon. So I am going to go up the incline that is ahead. I call it the hill. Either farther to the left or farther to the right. You can see the rock face there on the right of the line I am on. And that's similar to the line they are heading on. So I will get up before they do. Roughly follow along this road for just a little way and just kind of freestyle jump down into the canyon and hope for the best here. And I slowed this segment down. Look, the finish disappears. I've got nothing. So I am just going to jump down into the canyon. I overshoot the road. So I am just going to go back to the road. I think it's here. I don't know where it's at. Maybe they are going to the finish. Maybe I don't know. I only know after it says who won. This is crazy.
Welcome to the secret
I
society
won,
of
yes.
the Illuminati. Oh,
I had this vehicle that was chasing me, so I went over to the bat's head and turned around on them, and I was able to go through them by challenging them. They thought they would ram me and stop my momentum, so that didn't work, and I will jump ahead. This is a critical portion of this game here, and you will see why. So I crossed the finish. I get into the greatly hated, sometimes loved Chevrolet Camaro, which, as you very well may know, is terrible off-road. So I turn around, and right when I do, a vehicle comes full speed towards me in a level 10 Procky. So I challenge them. And I knew this was going to be Final Arena 8, which is right around Atlantis to Tula. So I will head over towards the hill and take the jump off or over the hill. And I will slow this next part down and blow up the mini-map. Watch this. They go around the left side of the hill, it looks like, and their vehicle will blink, which is a sign that they rolled over and reset right there. So in real time, I actually did notice that. As much as I was trying to focus on my jump, I noticed that, and I did notice an online gaming friend, Turbo Bobby, is in this game. He got into a level 8 Nissan GTR, great car, maybe level 10 speeds, and I was hoping we would make the final showdown together, that he would somehow level up into a level 10 and make the final showdown. So this finish is just over here. Because of where it originated, it doesn't go behind Atlantis to Tula, so I will cross the finish and go down this dirt road over here and hang out. If someone comes towards me, I will challenge them. I would rather just use this in the final showdown and not have to engage in any more head-to-heads. I opened up the map a few times just to double check that this is indeed going to be Final Arena 8, which I knew it would be. Put an overlay of Arena 8, the final arena there for you. And I am just going to stay here. If someone comes towards me, I will engage in a head-to-head. If not, as I mentioned, I'm content to use this in the final showdown. And I'll speed this up while others are engaging in head-to-heads. The finish point typically is over behind Atlantis to Tula on the left there. And Turbo Bobby just won a head-to-head and stays in the Nissan GTR, and this sole AR driver gets into a Brocky. They're actually a very skilled player, and they wind up continuing to engage in head-to-heads and eliminate other drivers that are in this game. Sometimes people will try and clear the field. There he is. Unfortunately, he eliminates Turbo Bobby, so I will have to avenge for my friend Turbo Bobby here. Rocky versus Brocky in the final showdown. 4 drivers left, and as I mentioned, they continue to engage in head-to-heads and get into another head-to-head and eliminate another driver. So this is a 3-driver final showdown. And the arena is shrinking. There isn't enough time to engage and complete a head-to-head. So I know I can get in position just near this sign here is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 8. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at the minimum 21 seconds because the Brocky has a very quick acceleration rate. Where the road angles to the right, I will angle slightly over to the left. There's a few trees to watch out for, and there is a shed and a barn find barn that is off on the right. I would have preferred to have been closer to this intersection that is over on the right, and I angle over to the right, just narrowly missing a shed there. So the finish appears to be roughly around the base of the hill that is northeast of Horizon Street scene. So I will just do this little barrel roll there, lose a lot of momentum, just barely keeping the lead, and I will slow this next part down where I cross the highway. I'm trying not to get too close to that bridge there, and I nicked that tree and guardrail, and it sends me right into this electrical power tower. Fortunately, I drop on my wheels, but I've lost all momentum. They pass me. I need them to hit something for me to be able to catch them, and I will zero in on the mini-map. That's exactly what happened. They hit some buildings there. Now we are side by side. I just barely have the lead, and I will zero in on the mini-map again. They hit another obstruction there, I think, a building, and I get the win in. Yes! I let my friend Turbo Bobby know that I avenged for him.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.